As usual, the lighting is terrible. Oh boy. Hi everyone. It's Sunday. I just got home from church and I just happened to be wearing blue. I had several questions on my channel and I had a couple of requests for me to go over the blue program. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at a PDF that I was sent of the programs that are coming out for reference. And so these were sent to me by a friend of mine who does not work for WW. Um, she didn't sign an NDA. I'm not sure who sent her this information, but she actually sent me a message last week and asked me if I had the program materials and if I'd be interested in looking at them. And she emailed them to me. And so that's what I have been going off. Just so you know, this is all like original content from me. I'm not watching other channels and giving you guys that information. I have gotten some private messages over on Instagram from other entities who have shared information with me, but the majority of my information is coming from this email. And so she asked not to be identified. I do want to thank her. She does watch my channel, and I do appreciate you sending over the info. My intentions for this is I just feel like I have the info, and I know a lot of you guys are curious as well. And I want us to all be just like prepared and thinking about these types of things. And so I have really good intentions with this. I am not selling this information. I'm not making any money off of this information. That's not my intention. I am talking about it on my channel though. And if you look back when Freestyle was rolled out, I did the same. I kind of reviewed things and talked about things when Freestyle was rolled out because I find this all very interesting. So thanks guys for supporting my channel. If you're new here, say hello. You guys have a lot of questions I just don't have answers for. I had someone ask me about using Siri on the app. I don't know how to use Siri on the app. I don't know what the calculator is going to look like. I don't have access to that. So the upcoming calculators, I don't know if they'll be color coded. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like they're probably going to give us a program booklet like the materials that I'm looking at on my phone that will outline each program. According to the information I have right now, there are 3 programs. Let me just recap. There is the blue, which is Freestyle. There is the green, which is kind of old Smart Point based, beyond the scale type of thing. And then there's the new purple program, which we thought was going to be Simply Filling, but it's more like Simply Filling reimagined. So, hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I have a few people. If you're here on the channel, just say hello and let me know that you're here. And if there's anybody that would like to moderate, I would really appreciate it. So, from what I understand from my reading and from what people have sent me over on Instagram, the blue program is basically Freestyle. From what I understand, they have not really changed the Freestyle program. They are still calculating points the same way. From what I understand, the restaurant points will be the same as what we're seeing in our app. The blue program is, I'll read to you what it says. Blue guides you towards a list of foods that form the basis of healthy eating habits. With a moderate Smart Point budget, you can spend on other foods you love. You can build meals around 200 0-point foods that include fruits, veggies, and lean proteins. And then you will track your other foods with Smart Points. So if we're going to compare, remember, green, you get 100 0-point foods and you get a larger daily point allotment. Purple, you have 300 0-point foods and you have a smaller daily point allotment. And then blue is kind of in the middle of those two in terms of your daily points. So if you are already doing Freestyle, I don't really anticipate that you're going to have a change. I don't know how they're going to personalize our points. I've read a lot about personalization and that we will all have a personalized daily point range. Somebody suggested to me yesterday that on purple, which the lowest that you can get is 16 points a day, that mine adjusted for my height and weight. I am 5'9". I'm a tall person. I weigh 257 pounds. I wear a size 14, 16. Um, they were saying that I probably would get 23 points a day on purple. Who knows? I have no way of knowing that. So let me tell you about blue, which is freestyle. So you're going to still get daily smart points. The least amount is 23. We all are familiar with that who have done freestyle. You will still get weekly smart points and rollovers, as well as be able to get activity points. Um, oh, Susan, thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. Sherry wants a side-by-side of the purple and the blue program. Okay, so Sherry, after today's video, after you've watched this, if you will go to my daily vlog that I posted yesterday where I showed you guys what I ate in a day, I put a list underneath there of the 0 point foods for purple, and I differentiated the freestyle foods. So you can see the foods that were added to the freestyle list over on that video. So go to that video, hit the drop down description box, and you'll see the point list. And hopefully that will help you with a sort of comparison between the two. So on blue, the least amount of dailies that you can get is 23. On purple, it's 16. Alrighty. The blue 0 point food list has not changed. Remember, on purple, now you get potatoes and you get whole wheat stuff and you get rice and all of that good stuff. Go look on my video from yesterday for that. The blue 0 point food list is unchanged from what I am seeing here. So you still have all of your fruits that we've talked about. You have your non-fat yogurt and soy yogurt. You have tofu and tempeh. You have non-starchy vegetables and starchy vegetables, just like your peas and corn that are 0. You have all of your beans and legumes. You have your chicken and turkey breast, eggs, and fish and shellfish. Okay, so there's not a difference there in what's happening right now. And again, like I said, I do have a video yesterday. If you hit the drop-down box, it will give you the additions that purple did. If you go to my unofficial review on the green program, I read to you the 0 point food list, which is fruits and veggies, lots of fruits and veggies. Let me see if there's anything else. You do get in this guide, you get another 5-day menu plan, and they tell you how to build a meal. So they talk about eggs, of course, and non-fat yogurt, of course. So basically, that's it. I mean, it's pretty much in a nutshell what we're already doing on Freestyle. So what you need to know is that you have the old Smart Point program that they are bringing back to us because we've asked them for it. That is your green program. The least amount of dailies you can have on green are 30. Okay. Then you have the new purple program, which is very much like the baby, I've said, between Smart Points and Simply Filling. And it's kind of like Freestyle on crack. Okay. The purple program, the least amount of daily points you can have is 16. And then you have 300 0 point foods. And then you have the blue, the least amount of dailies that you can have on that are 23. Blue is freestyle. Freestyle is not changing. So I hope that kind of gives you a good idea of the different programs. And, there's not much more to say about the blue program, other than what I've told you. Sue Antioch wants to know, what do you do with activity points? So you can, on your app, log activity, or you can use your Fitbit and your awarded activity points. You can choose on your app whether to swap those first or swap your weeklies. Some people never use their activity points. For example, yesterday I went on a 2-mile walk with my husband. We did moderate walking. I earned 6 activity points. I went into my weeklies yesterday. So I have the choice. Do I want to use my weeklies and have stuff come out of that bank in terms of points? Or do I want to swap out my activity points and eat those 6 points? So it's really up to you. Some people never touch their activity points. We have some people out there that are very, very active and they need their activity points, so they eat them as well and they still lose. So it's very individualized. I hope that answers your question. Live fuller, thank you. I just got home from church, so um that's why I look like this. Normally I have on my headband. Let's see. Nancy's asking me, do they show calories on the new plan? Nancy, from everything I've read, there's no mention of calories. There's nothing to indicate that calories will be on the app. What I can see is an actual picture of the apps that are, the app faces that are coming out. It looks like they're color coded so that if you do blue, you'll have a blue app. If you're doing purple, it will be purple. And if you're doing green, it will be green. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. But there's no mention of calories anywhere in any of the information that I have been sent. So I don't think that we're going to see calories or macros or anything on the app. And I can totally be wrong. Remember, I'm seeing a limited amount of information and I'm just sharing what I have. Susan's asking me if I was following the purple plan. Susan, I followed the purple plan for 2 days. So the rest of the week I was following Freestyle. I ate on my weeklies. The 2 days, and I'm doing purple as well today, I really, really enjoyed. Carrie, you're crazy, girl. Thank you so much, Carrie, 3440 for the $10. The coffee. Girl, I need some coffee today too. Thank you. That's very, very sweet. Do I like the purple plan? Yes, I'm doing it today. I'm going to try out the purple plan for a little bit here and see. I think the thing on the purple plan is if you don't have your weeklies, okay, let me rephrase that. If I don't have my weeklies, I'm in trouble on the purple plan. If I'm doing 16 points a day, you really have to think about your meals, your meal prep. Here's what I do like about the purple plan. Number one, I love that whole wheat pasta and potatoes and sweet potatoes and whole wheat rice and whole wheat couscous. Those things are free on purple. And I feel like if you're a home cook, and I'm very much a home cook, you between that and all of the proteins that you get and all of the fruits and vegetables, you can make really amazing 0 point, meals and then use your 16 points for those little extra dabs of things. Like I personally am not a big fan of the 0% Fage Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. I'd rather use a point for a tablespoon of light sour cream. So I feel like you can do those sorts of things with the purple plan. I'm really liking it so far, but of course I liked Simply Filling. I feel like it has enough structure that for me it isn't simply filling. So I do really like that about it, but it's all about sustainability for me right now. What is sustainable? So, um, I don't know. Right now, I really am intrigued with the green program again and going back to Smart Points. But the purple plan, because it's new and it's different and it's fun, it really has me intrigued right now. So what I'm doing, if you guys want to try this out, you're welcome to do this as well. I'm setting my cap at 16 points a day plus my weeklies, and I'm just tracking in my regular Freestyle app up to 16 points worth of stuff, and then I'm eating off of the 0 point food list for the purple plan. And like I said, if you're interested in knowing what that list is, go back to yesterday's daily vlog and go to the drop down description box. And I've put most of the foods over there. I only got 5,000 characters in that box. So the purple plan, the way that it's listed out, they list every type of potato: mashed potatoes, red potatoes, yellow potatoes, green potatoes, small potatoes, big potatoes. I didn't list them all out because I ran out of characters over there. So Um, let's see. Dee Dee says she likes that WW does all the calculating for me. And Dee Dee, I think that that's a good point. I think I was really this summer I have been over complicating things. And one thing I like about WW is it just kind of simplifies it. Just track it, trust the program, lean into the program. They've got it figured out for us. And we're not having to worry so much about the macros and things. Now, I think if you're not losing on something like freestyle, it sometimes it is helpful to go and look at how many calories are you consuming. And I've done that in the past. So, um, Melissa, no, there's not a link for the handouts that I have. So, and that's what I was just talking about. I'm not going to post those online. They're not mine and they belong to WW. I was just sent them and I'm sharing you the information that I have. And there's nobody's going to be able to talk me into posting those online. I'm not selling them. I don't think that that's ethical. So I'm just relaying the information. It was relayed to me. It was given to me as a gift. I'm giving it to you guys as a gift. So enjoy it. Wanderless Soul says, I think I'll go purple. Um, Southern Cubanista says it sounds like the purple plan's going to help me get 50 pounds off. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Sherry. I'm glad they're helping. Karen. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. I'm going to have to moderate myself, I suppose. Anyway, I don't think I see any other questions. I'm just looking. If you have a question, post it. Otherwise, I'm going to get going. Eva says she ate a potato for 0 points and it's all my fault. Yeah, for sure. I know. It's really cool that we have this new information and we can kind of play with it before the programs roll out. So I think it's awesome. Susan says she thinks that switching back and forth between plans might be a good thing. It can get boring following one plan. Yeah, for sure. And Weight Watchers even says now in this new material that I've seen that not every plan works for every person, which that's the first time I've ever read them saying something like that. But I think what they're talking about is that sometimes we do need to change. Sometimes it's fun to change. Sometimes our bodies need a little bit of a change. I know, if I've had like a higher carb day and go the next day and eat a lower carb day, sometimes that shakes things up for a little bit and I might see a loss on the scale that I wasn't expecting. I'm not saying across the board that always works, but sometimes it really does work. So Carrie says she needs the most strict plan that WW can create. And Carrie, I really think the green program will be that plan for you. It is definitely, you count everything except for your fruits and veggies. And honestly, if you wanted to count your fruits, you probably could just add them in there as well. You just do like a quick add and give them a point value. Like a banana would be 2 points. An apple is 1 point. A serving of grapes is 1 point, whatever you want to do. So you can make it a little stricter for yourself if you need to. So thanks, guys. I hope this helped. I was just fulfilling a request out there for the Blue program, although there's not anything that you guys didn't already know that have done freestyle. And just know I'm really encouraged and excited. I'm going to look on here. I had some people ask me about the cards that I used yesterday in my video. That was from the Beck Diet Solution book. I do have a review of chapter 1 here on my channel of the Beck Diet Solution. If you guys want to do the cards with me, they're really fun. Anna Marie is saying on my channel that it looks like you can still eat tons in purple. Just remember, guys, that servings do matter. Okay, so you want to start with 1 serving of something. So just because purple is telling us that whole wheat is 0 smart points, that doesn't mean that we can go eat a whole box of whole wheat pasta and still expect to have a loss at the scale. So I feel like there's a couple other questions. I told you guys I don't know how to use Surrey. I don't know why Wendy's put cheese on my chili. I had someone say potatoes. They're asking me if potatoes are 0 points on purple. Yes, on purple, on the purple plan, 0, potatoes are 0 points on purple. So hopefully that helps. Hi to the UK. I have a bunch of new subscribers from the UK and from Canada. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. I had someone say the old WW message boards were brutal. I totally agree with you. They were something else. Another question about the Beck Diet Solution cards. I answered that one. I've gotten a lot of questions lately. I try to answer. If you leave me a comment, I do try to answer. I can't catch up with all of them all the time, but I am trying to answer questions, and just know I'm not an expert. Let me give you guys a little disclaimer. I don't work for WW. This is all for education, information, and entertainment purposes. And oh, Karen Bates asked me, she's saying, is purple the same as blue with more 0 point foods and less daily points? Yes, that's correct. And then the restaurant calculations are the same. From everything that I've read, yes, your smart points are still going to be calculated the same. So what we have right now are the correct calculations for smart points, and the restaurant points will be the same. That is what I have read. So, and I can totally be wrong, but that's where we're at. We'll know more in November. I think that's it for questions. Let me see if there's any other over here. Otherwise, I'm going to go. I know I keep saying that. Susan, I don't know about that. I get everybody in trouble probably. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. I'm really hoping it's getting you guys all hyped up. I think it's really fun that we have like Team Green and Team Purple and Team Blue, and that we're all just, we're here to support each other. And I'm here on YouTube. I totally support the other channels here on YouTube, the other YouTubers that are doing WW, and we've got a great community over here. I think we should all just stay positive and continue to support each other and realize that WW is not saying any program is any better than any other program that they're putting out. So, they're putting out 3 really solid options, and I think we need to support each other in each other's choices in terms of what program you're going to do, and, follow the program, right? We know that freestyle people, there are lots of freestylers out there that have had great results. We know there are lots of smart points people out there that have had great results. And I think people on the purple plan are going to have great results too. So, let's be supportive of each other. Oh, Eva said that she told her coach, her WW coach, that we should all get color-coded t-shirts. That would be really, really fun. So Eva, did she affirm that there's different color-coded programs? I would love to hear what she said. Oh, and she said, shh. So Eva, she told you basically, yes, there are color-coded programs, and she told you not to say anything. Oh, you were messing with her. That's so funny. Lisa, I'm glad you're getting back on track. I know, Lisa, I know. And I feel like this all happened at such a good time for me because I had done keto over the summer. And for me, it just was not the right thing. And all of a sudden, I had one of my friends send me this PDF, and I think she was just trying to be supportive of kind of where I was at. She watches my channel, and it was just like a light bulb went on, and I got really, really excited. And yeah, and I love Weight Watchers. You guys know I love Weight Watchers. So I'm glad, Lisa, you and I are inspired together. I think a lot of us are getting really inspired. And isn't it cool that we're getting inspired before the holidays? And that it's not like, oh, January 1st, I will do something. It's like, no, right now. Let's do something right now so that January 1st, our jeans fit. You know what I mean? We start 2020 and we're in better shape than we are right now. Like that's what I want to see on January 1st is I want to be healthier than I am right now. Yesterday I ran all over the park with my husband and I just kept thinking about the fact that I want to be able to run all over the park with my grandkids. I don't want my mobility to decrease. I want to have more mobility. I want to have more energy. I want to fit into my clothes. I'm still fitting in. This is a size 14, 16 shirt. I'm still fitting in my 14, 16s. I don't want to have to go up a size. I want to go down a size. I want to continue down. And so I think it's really important that we start now. No, we don't have access to the materials, but you have access to something. There's a lot of us here doing eye track bites. There's a lot of us here doing freestyle. There are people out there that are waiting to join, but they still have old program materials. You guys, we can start today with changing our behaviors and our lifestyle and taking care of ourselves and eating healthy today and not buying the bag of Halloween candy and hiding it under the bed and eating it, and we can clean out our pantries. Like we can do those things for ourselves today. All right. So let's do it. Eva, I'm glad you're excited. Carrie, I agree. I think fall is definitely the one of the best seasons to get healthy. Part of it is the weather's nice enough. We have no excuses. We can get outside and walk if we're able. I think it's very energizing right now to be outside. Um, A Beamson says, oh, okay. So wait a second. Oh, A Beamson said that she confirmed the colors with the front desk at your meeting, and they asked you how you knew, and they asked you if you liked what you saw. How funny. They're not really confirming anything in our meeting, but our leader did say he had a really, really long meeting on Friday night until 11 o'clock at night about weight Weight Watchers. He still says Weight Watchers. A lot of us still say Weight Watchers. So, hi Jimmy. Okay, I'm gonna go. I think my husband's home. So I make chicken in the crock pot. So I have a big thing of chicken. I just threw it in the crock pot this morning with some fajita seasoning and some frozen onions and peppers and some lime juice. And I'm going to go shred it all up and make some chicken soft tacos with those extreme wellness wraps. Now, extreme wellness wraps, they're 1 point. Okay. So they're 1 point on green, they're 1 point on blue, they're 1 point on purple. And I believe, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, on Simply Filling, I believe they're 0. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go have that for dinner. Susan's coming over for dinner. Okay, Gina, go back and watch. I feel like I'm stumbling over my words a little bit, but I also haven't had anything to eat today. So Julie says, you've lost more weight than the other plan you used, but it's difficult being disabled as exercise is hard. Right, Julie, I totally get it. Now, you guys remember that weight loss, from what I understand, is 80% diet, 20% activity. So if you think a pound, 80% of that pound came off from what you ate. So let's just kind of keep it in perspective and remember that a lot of this is what we're putting in our mouths and what we're consuming. And then also, the quality of what we're putting into our mouths. So I love that Weight Watchers pushes us to making better decisions about what we're actually eating. It's not just about the calories. It's about, what are we eating? And I love that their 0 point food lists reflect that. So, what else can you say? All right, guys, I will see you later. And thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go before I start having to moderate myself. So have a good day. Stay on program. I'll see you guys later. Bye.